We're joined today by volleyball standout Felicia Wachowiak, who recently broke the program record for kills. You now have 1,113 kills in your career, surpassing former teammate Sarah Hawks. Talk about what that achievement means to you.
It feels incredible. Just playing with her in general my freshman year and seeing how incredible she was, and then just like coming to my senior year and feeling just accomplished because I've surpassed what Sarah has done, and she's just an incredible player.
Yeah, Sarah has some records here that'll probably never be broken.
Oh, definitely not.
You know, 1,000 player, and I know that you look up to her and you still play with her. Is that right?
Definitely, yeah. And I hope to play with her for a long time.
Yeah. So did you know last night was probably going to be the night?
I kind of figured, but I don't like to go into games assuming. Like, I've had some pretty bad games where I just come out with like very few kills. So I just like to play my game and do whatever happens.
So the blocks are coming. Last night, according to the box score, you didn't have any, but
yeah.
Leading the conference in blocks again. I don't know if you know, but the conference blocks record is coming up. You're about 20 away.
That's my next goal.
That's your next goal. Yeah, that's you know, GNAC all time. So that's, you know, almost 20 years of volleyball with some pretty good teams.
Yeah.
So that's a good mark, and you already have our records pretty much across the board in that category. But you know, what would you rather do? Would you rather have a nice kill or a, you know, a great block?
I think it depends on the game, really. Blocking is a really hard technique to like perfect. Depends on the game too. If it's really slow and the hitters aren't hitting really well and they don't hit on the net, like it's impossible to read their swing. So, I mean, I'd rather get a good block, but killing it's pretty fun too.
Now I've noticed this year, maybe more than in the past, that you have a pretty good repertoire with the types of kills that you can place it, you can tap it over, you can bang it, you know, hit it pretty hard at the back line or straight down. You know, how do you work on such things by yourself or you know, during the summer, during the off season?
I don't think it's something you work on really. It's just like you read how many other players are on the court and you just see where they are. And you just place it to the open spot. I mean, saying that, it seems pretty easy to do. I mean, mentally, I think you just have to be tough, just to know where people are.
Well, it's a split-second decision, right? You're up in the air, the ball is up in the air, and you're kind of scanning where people are. So that's definitely very impressive. 15-0.
15-0.
Did you see this coming?
I did not. I did not. Coming from last year, we were definitely the underdogs. Not having a setter last year, not having a libero, it definitely brought our confidence down a little. So I mean, we're not like taking advantage of this 15-0. Like our hardest games are coming up, and so we're just going to strive to be better. Now,
one of 3 undefeated teams left in the country, which is pretty cool. There's well over 300 volleyball teams in the nation, so that's a great accomplishment. So yeah, you mentioned some of your toughest games are coming up. WPI, a couple conference games this weekend. What's the outlook for this team? What are you guys working on?
We haven't really looked at them yet, but I'm pretty sure that if we keep practice up and get our defense there, I don't think we'll have any competition.
Now, speaking of conference, the preseason poll, 9th.
That was a joke.
That's where you guys were ranked. Does that kind of fuel the fire a little bit?
Oh, it was really funny. It was funny to see how many people were on top of us, considering like our season last year. I think anyone would have expected us to do less better than what we did last year, but I think we've proved them wrong very quickly.
Right, having Mariah Hebert back and Janelle Thompson back there, a freshman, she's getting a lot of attention in the weekly honors.
Very much so.
So did you guys know last night was number 100 for Coach Nolan?
We didn't. She's like, why would you announce, like, how would you keep track of that, or why would you keep track of that? And we're like, that's important too.
Right. That's a big mark. Only second coach in team history to do that.
It's very huge.
And she has the highest winning percentage. What's it like to play for Coach Nolan? I know she's a character.
She's definitely a character. Some days I just think of myself and be like, I'm very lucky. And other days she just scolds us, and I'm just like, why am I on this team? But then I remember she's a really great coach. She's great.
A former D1 standout out in California.
Yes.
So she has high expectations of you guys.
Very high, especially from last year.
Yeah.
It was depressing last year.
Yeah, I know it was. So, did you do anything special after the game, on the bus, anything like that? Did the other players know that you broke the record, and did they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It was fun. I mean, they just look up to me, and I just feel proud.
Had to happen on the road, which is unfortunate.
Exactly. My sister came to the first two home games this Saturday and was like, "You couldn't have gotten 7 more."
Right.
So.
Well, all right. Well, I'll let you off the hook here. I know this isn't what you really wanted to be doing right now, but I appreciate the time, and I'm sure people watching are happy to hear from you. So, thanks a lot.
Thank you.